little downforce during the race, and they got to the point where they couldn't add any more. Now we get to the end. He's got some clear air. You've got two Penske cars with different downforce levels, and I think Joseph Newgarden might have just what he wants.
I think Alexander Rossi, the closer we get to the finish, the stronger Rossi car gets at the end of the tire stint. I like where Rossi sits, too, in this shootout for the end.
Well, he's right there. He's definitely going to make a move here. He's been making late moves. Got a little bit of a fade job by Newgarden there, but they have now closed the gap to Will Power. So we've got a 3-car fight in the final 9 laps to go. They've gapped the rest of the field.
We've had 10 different leaders, a record 43 lead changes here at Pocono, and there might be another one coming. Will Power looked like he was in control, but Joseph Newgarden is within range, and Alexander Rossi is also in striking distance.
I think Rossi's back there just kind of testing the line, testing the momentum, getting ready to plan out the run.
That's Tony Kanaan back there in 4th. It's Simon Pagenaud in 5th. Scott Dixon, Elio Castroneves, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Graham Rahal, and Carlos Munoz, the top 10.
Dixon has faded back to 6th after all this pit stop exchange, and now he's got an 18-point deficit to Joseph Newgarden.
And remember, Newgarden has won the last 2 races, trying to win 3 in a row. The last to win 3 in a row, still in his 20s, Scott Dixon back in 2007. The 26-year-old from Tennessee came into this weekend as the championship leader. As they run, he is once again the championship leader by 18 over Scott Dixon. But this, despite there only being 7 laps to go, is far from done. And Power comes down to the bottom line, opening up to the top side for Newgarden. Not this time, but Newgarden is right there. And here comes Alexander Rossi.
I'll bet if Newgarden didn't see that coming, and remember at Mid-Ohio, it was Newgarden who put an unexpected move on Will Power for the win there. I thought Power had a problem, but he was just anticipating a run from Newgarden and took the option away.
That's a last lap break the draft at Indianapolis type move with 6 to go. So there's now, they are fighting like it's the last lap.
That was a pretty crafty piece of driving. I don't think anybody, Newgarden, Rossi, or Kanaan would have expected that. Watch this.
Here comes Newgarden again. Power stays down low to defend. Newgarden tries to go high. Not this time.
So smart, though. He's saying, Will Power is saying, if you want to pass me, you're going to have to go to the outside of turn 3, and that is a tricky and treacherous move if you brave it.
And he gapped him, too. So if he can force Joseph Newgarden to take him on the outside of 3, when you get this late in the race, you're going to delay your turn in and hang that guy out in the gray.
Now, what does Joseph Newgarden do? That was the move he was working on. He has to completely recalibrate and figure out where's it going to come from? How do I get by my teammate?
I think Will Power watched that pass over and over at Mid-Ohio. He knows what the move's going to be.
Left, right.
Teammates, 1 and 2 for Team Penske. He's won 9 IndyCar races here. Michael Andretti and his team has been the master of the 500-mile races. Alexander Rossi has not won this season in his 2nd season after winning the Indianapolis 500 as a rookie. On board with Newgarden, running in 2nd. That's Rossi right behind him.
Tell you what, Rossi's got to make a move here pretty soon. He can't leave it to the last lap. We've got 4 to go, coming to 3 to go. So Rossi's got to try to get closer and get around Newgarden if he's got a chance.
2 young American superstars running 2nd and 3rd. Newgarden, the championship leader, coming in, chasing his teammate, the former champion, Will Power. Rossi's got a little bit of a run here.
Okay, watch this. Newgarden's reset a bit on his approach. Now Rossi has a little run down the front straightaway. What does Newgarden do to defend?
I think this is all a waiting game to the last lap. I think Newgarden's kind of backed off right now. He knows that he's got to make it happen on the last lap. So I think he might be content to let Power lead right now and just try it on the last lap.
Pagenaud just got around Kanaan for 4th. Let's see if he can chase down the front 3 and play as well.
You know, I said that you don't want to be leading on the last lap. I'm having some hesitations after watching Power's move here to just take the option away. There he goes again, inside, back outside.
Last lap, 2:14, 2:14, 2:14 for the top 3 guys. They're all running the same pace, but I like that move by Power. He's making sure that he has the last corner protected.
after no one could keep anyone behind them all race long. This is masterful work by Will Power. All fair. He's not reacting. He is doing it. He's making the first move, so no issue there with what Will Power is doing.
He's definitely
Newgarden again.
He's definitely breaking the draft. Newgarden pulls a tear off. He's got a clean visor, and he's close right now.
He's close, but watch this. Power will do the same thing unless Newgarden can get there first. Power to the inside. He defends over the yellow line. Back up high. Joseph Newgarden must be so frustrated with this very clever defensive move.
Power won here last year. As we come to the white flag, Joseph Newgarden trying to make it 3 wins in a row this season. Alexander Rossi is still there, and Pagenaud is within range back and forth through turn 1.
Pagenaud at a 216. He's closed that gap. I don't think he's got a shot, but he might get Rossi. But this is going to be the key corner right here as we come to turn 3.
Newgarden is within range. Does he have a run for Will Power? Power comes down low to defend. Rossi thinking about the high side. Newgarden going high, trying to go over-under. Can he get it done? Back on the main straightaway. Will Power is going to go back-to-back to win at Pocono and get back to the championship mix.
Oh, man.
He said it. What a race. And what a finish for Will Power.
That was masterful defensive driving. He took the line and took every option that Joseph Newgarden had to try to pull anything off and played it to perfection.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I didn't think anyone could keep someone that was quick behind them. How did Will Power do that?
I'll tell you, for a guy that claims he never watches any of our broadcasts, he sure does watch a lot of film because he studied this one. That was a premeditated move.
Will Power wins for the 32nd time in his career, moving ahead of Paul Tracy and